But for you, it's not only a cross choice, a reflection of your key, the primal energy that flows through everything.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm the dark side of you, your inner voice to be precise, an echo of the balance and consequence of your actions as you move forward.
Okay.
So glad you realize who you really are. Let's keep to the bright and better path moving on.
Okay.
You can't contradict yourself like that. You made the right choice to begin with. Why would you change your mind?
Because you can't deny what's deep within your heart. Sometimes a thought is just a thought. In the end, it's the way you act that counts.
But remember, this is just the beginning of the end. Eventually, it'll be my way or the highway.
How about again?
Guess left can be right sometimes. Stories of death and the bodies left behind. A reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys on others. Do you remember the beast that shattered your family? Or did you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile, the predator only grew stronger.
Está acariciando el aire.
This is not the time nor place to end this story.
Ah, qué cómico. La cinemática también es el intro del juego. Pretty funny.
This time, it was best to run and live to fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes. The predator isn't the only threat. The wildlife started to mutate when the end of days began, and the tree of life started to die.
Daño eléctrico. Pues en él. Ya. Puedo cagar. Ah, pensé que podía cagar. Me puedo poner cosas.
It suits you. Stylish as stylish can be.
Joder. Como grande el mapa, ¿no?
soil sludges everywhere. For most, it only means death, but some have adapted to the new environment and changed with it. Evolution has its ways.
Ah, guarda, tengo unos reflejos que ni Bruce Lee. Loot. ¿Qué es esto? ¿Qué esta vaina? Ah, pastillas. Que dice que si me meto ahí me muero. ¿Será muerte instantánea o sobreviviré un segundo? Esta sección es bastante lineal, o sea, porque me están enseñando, creo. Lleva, dame un segundo.
Look, an emergency box from the once was. A rare sight.
Una caja de emergencia de los era así una vez. Está bueno.
That pipe looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy. Whoa. It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it. The MORKS produce biomatter in their multi-organ that they shed under distress. Blobs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you.
me acuerdo, dije que lo he leído.
Look at you move.
Me encanta demasiado el... Ahora hay dos pilares del Kung Fu, el núcleo de las artes marciales con las que empezaste. Maestría de armas, que Great Points para levelear. Ok. Oh, necesito artes marciales, papito.
Uppity up up.
Coño, poco se dice, pero el juego se ve estupendamente bello. Y yo soy estúpidamente precioso.
Toxinol. For their kind. Toxinol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single ark they left behind that we know other arks traveled through the sky and beyond. It seems those that came before us never lost hope in finding a new home for their kind.
Qué loco. Es como la historia de lo que pasó después de que los humanos abandonaron la Tierra por haberla vuelto mierda porque somos un desastre en la vida. WS, esto es un puzzle, y para rotear el nodo.
Just a few moves left. Make them count.
Ah. No sabía.
There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation's mark on the world. Their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake. They began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right. But no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. Once in the surf, the radiation interfered with the genetics of the wildlife and created bizarre mutations in their offspring. It had an inconceivable impact on biodiversity and the entire ecosystem. The world as they knew it crumbled as nature retaliated. It would never be the same again, and what remained of it became ours.
Qué loco. Sí, porque literal yo soy una ardilla, pero soy casi la mitad de un humano.
The sound of spark metal going pew pew is never a good thing.
The sound of sperm
It's
going
coming from behind that door. A warning label. The box looks like a potential brain melt. It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door. Just a few moves left. Make them count. Quite a shock to the system.
Okay.
Let's try that again. There you go.
Mi no muy inteligente. Mi pelear. Me encanta que esta bichita vea luz y mariquera. First right. Saber que no apuntar y después de esperar a que nuevamente puedes lanzarlos en el aire para presionar
The
el
wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out. The last of them. Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives. He wants to thank you for taking his side against the scavengers. He sounds familiar. You just can't figure out why. He presents himself as out of date. He knows he's way overdue, but he hasn't given up.
Gabobe Farhi.
He doesn't seem surprised that you don't recognize him. You were just a child back then. Tonight, everything changed. There have been rumors of a one-eyed Ronin seen outside the Great Wall, and he's happy to see it's true. The legend of the one-eyed child that grew up as an outcast is old and sad. The child could have been anyone, but the evil it had fled had left a mark, a facial scar to remember the past. It's a scar you're covering under that eye patch, isn't it? But he would have recognized you anyways. You look exactly like your Muma.
Like your Muma.
There's no doubt you're the child, and that what LUPA-LUPIN did to your village, your Muma and Popsy, was the beginning of the end. He says it has taken you a long time to bring the past back up to the present, to find your way back, but he's grateful you have. It was after the attack that the unity fell apart. Your Muma's disciples divided and formed tribes as a reaction to the blight that had fallen upon the land. After the old village was destroyed and you disappeared, a struggle between the families erupted, and over time, the disciples turned against each other. Had it not been for the Tree of Life, no one...
¡Ah, soy chiquitito! ¡Soy chiquitito! La cámara ni me alcanza. Obsoleto.
Asks if you were tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. He wonders if your Muma knows you are here. Sounds like he thinks she does, despite your heart growing dark. There's nothing as powerful as a Muma's love. He understands why you came all the way out here, to see them, the potato people. The potato people, or Nono, are a wonder, somehow interlinked with this little tree here, fueling its source of life. You might be right. Like potatoes, they're packed with energy, an excellent source of ki. The Nono prefer to hide in glitter grass. He says you should get over there and ruffle it. See if you can make one come out of hiding.
Me da risa el personaje.
You found one. You should be proud. They don't come out for everyone. The Nono's key energy is just what the Pensai needs to complete its cycle and grow into a tree of life. Only time will tell. At least his intention is to dedicate his life to it. He has the feeling the fate of the world depends on it. You'll need to support the tree for a long time to come. The only way it'll grow tall is with the burst of ki released from the Nono as they become one with the tree. You'll need a net to catch the Nono, and he wants you to use his, but asks you to be gentle. The Nono are sensitive beings, an embodiment of ki, the primal energy.
Recoup recibida. A ver, ya necesito mirar con la cámara. Ahí está bien. Modo foto. El bizardillesco. El Elvis de las ardillas.
You handle that net like you've never done anything else. He's impressed. He's grateful for all the help he can get. There's lots of Nono out there that need to be guided to the roots of the Pensai tree. They're hiding in the glitter grass that mostly grows deep inside damp caves, where they draw mineral from the natural rock. One day, he hopes the tree will have grown tall enough to sustain the world. But today, your focus is getting this one to become one with the tree.
A ver, esto está aquí, lo continuamos en Twitch. Ya Twitch debería ser